Officers who kill people and commit other crimes need to be held accountable just like the rest of us, otherwise, they will believe that they have a license to do whatever they want. You will claim that this is just the work of a few bad apples, but what of the officers who stand by and do nothing while they commit offenses against the people they encounter, and the police departments like yours who refuse to prosecute these criminals as they would one of the citizens that they are sworn to protect? People have had enough of this corruption and violence from an organization that promises to keep them safe. After the events of the past few years, many people are now beginning to learn that you are not here to save us, but rather, you are here to oppress us and carry out the will of the criminal ruling class. You are here to keep order for the people in control, not to provide safety for the people who are being controlled. In fact, you are the very mechanism that elites use to continue their global system of oppression, and the world is finally starting to wake up to this, and they are becoming increasingly angry every time they see blood needlessly spilled without consequence. These officers must face criminal charges, and Officer Chauvin especially should face murder charges. Unfortunately, we do not trust your corrupt organization to carry out justice, so we will be exposing your many crimes to the world. We are Legion. Expect us.
Martial law is when the military replaces the government. The highest military officer becomes the head of state. Your constitution rights, the country's constitution becomes suspended. It also means the suspension of habeas corpus, meaning that anyone can be arrested and detained for however long without trial. And why? You look at it as looting and rioting and people doing bad things. But why are you not looking at it as people are just tired? We have white, Hispanics, blacks, everyone together because they're tired. Social media has magnified everything on another level because they're tired. Tired of the abuse, tired of the mistreatment, tired of the injustice, tired. You're shooting children, black children. You're shooting and killing black men. You're kneeing on black men's neck while they're immobile. They can't move. They're detained. And all everyone wanted was these 4 officers to be charged, and you continuously fail us because you want to show us that the law is more important than human life. We are the law. How you want the country to move forward if the people that help America be great feel mistreated? We can go down the line. Trayvon Martin, Hamlin DeWeema, George Floyd, plenty of others. Freddie Gray, Sandra Bland. All these people are being mistreated, and all you see is a bunch of people looting. All you see is a bunch of people rioting. Why don't you take the time to listen what they're saying? Even the positive protesters are being attacked. While the President of the United States, from his bunker, well, he went to the bunker and he came out, announced that he is the president of law and order. He will bring back law and order to America. No, you will not. Because the people are tired. When you push our backs against the wall, there's only one direction to go. All you had to do was charge these officers. All you got to do is charge the people that do wrong. Show that you're standing up for people. Show that times has changed. But you continuously not step in when we need you the most. People are not receiving their stimulus checks. 40 million people are out of jobs. Billionaires made $434 billion during this pandemic. And what about the little people? I'm in no position to tell whether I agree or not people how to react. There's a lot of mom and pop stores that are getting destroyed that I don't agree with. But I see people who think like me that's outside stopping them. But you will not show that. You want to make it seem like we're animals, like we don't have a right to react this way. Black men are getting killed. Black men are being mistreated unfairly. And not all white people are bad because some are marching with us. Some been marching with us for years. And even they're surprised. Hispanics are going through the same thing. We just want the respect. We just want freedom. We want to be able to walk around New York City, walk around Philadelphia, walk around LA without being searched and pat down. We want to be able to say good morning or have somebody say good morning to us and wave and walk by without feeling that we having people watch us or we have to be mean or have a mean mug. The new kids just want peace. Our ancestors wanted peace. Yes, you have some bad apples, yes, and they deserve to be trialed fairly. Just like everyone else. Black people have been redlined. Black people have been losing positions in jobs. Black people have been being treated unfairly for a long time. We all watched it. And then when we had the Black Wall Street, you burned it down in 1921. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Burned it down! 300 dead, 800 injured. We never had another Black Wall Street again. We had our own banks, our own everything. There's a curfew in New York City. 11 p.m. And when was the last curfew? In 1943, when an officer shot a black soldier. The last curfew we had in New York City based off of this was in 1943 when an officer shot a black soldier. It's still going on today. You're the reason that we feel like other people can't talk about these things because you're threatening their jobs. You're threatening to take away their monetary gain. I will not be silenced, and I said this again, and I say it to the people, regardless of how I chose my come up, I will not be silenced. I do not believe in injustice. I do not believe in oppression. I believe in the right to speak and freedom of speech, and I believe in that we should all stand together. Together we rise, or together we fall. It's such a shame that this is still going on so many years later. It's such a shame. People are looting the stores. They're tired. I'm in no position, and I don't want to offend anybody, but I do want to offend everybody. I don't want to offend anybody, but I do want to offend everybody. I want to offend everybody by standing up for my people and saying this. America. This is America. I remember being a kid, and I remember hearing how much people want to come to America, the land of opportunity. What happened to that? What happened to the opportunity? Home of the free, land of the brave. What happened to that? The president went on TV and stated that He's going to, if the governors do not get in charge or become aggressive in their state, he's going to what? Release the military? How much times America has interfered when different countries release their military on their people? How much times you interfered? Inhumane behavior. And all we want is the air. All we want is the president to stand up for the people. Like, you know what? That's all they want. All the officers to be charged. All the officers, George Zimmerman, he's not an officer, but everybody to be charged for what they did. Not get off. And I don't understand how they keep getting off, but we're tired of it. So I'm not going to get into as far as saying all these things or, yo, they got insurance. And I'm not, listen, I have my own beliefs. But what I will say is that I cannot and I refuse to come down or condemn anyone that finds a way to release their emotions. A lot of things I don't agree with. Because now it becomes a gray line between what are we fighting for? But I can't tell somebody how to feel. Just because you step on my foot, that doesn't mean I can't punch you in your face. Just because you bump me, that doesn't mean that I can't slap you. Just because you keep poking the bear. What happens when you keep poking the bear? Every action has a reaction. And President Trump, with all due respect, that wasn't a way to smooth everything. People are losing jobs. They're not receiving their stimulus checks. People are on the verge of getting evicted from their homes. Everyone else, every other country has figured it out. In Germany, every other country that went through this pandemic has figured it out. China, stimulus checks to get to help the Chinese people, but we can't figure it out. They're supposed to be the greatest country on earth. We can't figure it out. So since the government can't figure it out, who else do you want to help you figure it out? You think.